Hello, what's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Bold and Did It video. Today we're playing some Tower Fantasy, and I came across this news where it shows that there's a skill description error notice for all languages on the first on the on the first star or whenever you get a dupe of Cobalt B. So basically, they was saying that there was a mistranslation and that people will get compensated for the issue. Now, what I don't understand is that it's good at compensating, but I don't think the compensation is enough to cover all what has happened already. Because this came out, I don't think this honestly, I don't think this is a coincidence. Um, I think this is like something that should have been like resolved before it got released. Because how you gonna release this on the day that Cobalt B gets released? I mean, it's basically what it's saying is that let me see, let me read through it. So basically, her A1, her style one is like saying that is described wrong. So people who and the thing is that the compensation for it is power check dark crystals, but not everyone gets that. You basically have to have pulled for Cobalt B to get the 500 dark crystals. Like, what? That doesn't make sense. So you're telling me that even though I don't have Cobalt B, the description, which has been there for like at least a week in the game before Habana got released yesterday, you're trying to tell me that no one gets the conversation unless people who have spent thousands of dark crystals trying to pull for her gets conversation. And then again, 500 dark crystals is not even enough. It's not even enough to cover for how much pulls people have gone through. And then honestly, for Cobalt B, let me go ahead and run the game. So basically, for Cobalt B, her her star leveling doesn't really affect her gameplay until you 6-star her, which is crazy. And then we're gonna take a look at the description and then see if I can find the description of her or what the CN says. If not, then it is what it is. So if you go here to the weapons and then go to warehouse where it shows all the weapons and go to Cobalt B. Let's look it down. Okay, now the first star says each round of attacks deals additional damage equal to 2% of target's current HP. So I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say equal 2% of um something else, but not target's HP. But like I don't think it's supposed to say 2%. That's kind of well, that's the description right there. 2% is the should be like the wrong description. Well, let me see. I could find what the actual description is on the. Let's see. I'm gonna do a little research on this video because I was like, let's see. Well, first of all, I'm gonna go Google because Tower of Fantasy, Cobalt. Let's see, Cobalt B, skill, global versus CN. Okay, let me see. Okay, so this is the global version. I'm trying to see if I could find the CN version. So let's see. So this is the site that I will look up to see if they have like a CN version of her, and then in oh that it okay. So let's go see Summer Chris. Let's see CN. Well, I can't find a CN version of. I wonder if it's the CN version of let's see, Kobo B. Oh, there's a little Kobo B. So, oh, okay. So there we go. There is the description right here. So it says 200% attack. Now I don't know if that is they scaled it down. Let me see if that's what it says over here as well. Why is it not doing that? Oh, I got to do it again. Okay. Mm, I'm just doing comparison. Okay, so I think everything looks the same. Hold on, the 2 star. Here's the current weapon based. Okay, so I think the description is basically here. Can I exceed um oh, it's supposed to say 2,200 instead of 180%. But then again, I'm like maybe that's wrong. Like I said, they dial down like they balance it out. They balance the skilled out in the global version. So maybe this is wrong. But then again, it's the same thing in the Chinese version. So I think that's what the 1 star is. So basically, it says it cannot exceed 200. So basically, we're missing 20% of damage or the attack. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Because I was trying to figure out. Because I was watching Clint Wolf's, shout out to him, video of him pulling, and then he did get Cobalt B, but then realized that hey something's wrong. Well, after I figured out that he's getting 500 conversation, and then for skill error, the description, it says that they're going to give 500 dark crystals. Like I said earlier, 500 dark crystals is kind of lame, especially the fact that you have to have Cobalt B to even get the dark crystals, like it says here. It says before the problem. Let me see if I can. Before the problem fixed. Okay, I don't know why I took for it. Before the problem was fixed, players with Cobalt B and once set the game players with Cobalt B right there before the problem. Players with Cobalt B and once set the game language to English. Blah blah blah. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say once the game is set. Once the game's set language is to English. Once set. Okay. Well, I don't, sometimes the translation is kind of. I don't know, man. Like I feel like it's supposed to say something else, but then again, I'm not English sure. So yeah, basically it says all this, and it says 500 dark crystals for it. So basically, all the people who have pulled for Cobalt B, who have spent thousands, will get a compensation of 500 dark crystals. But then, in my opinion, at least 800 or 1,000 would be enough. But if anything, you don't really need to give dark crystals for compensation. It's going to be more for like red nucleuses, like, but I don't know, like maybe in a 10. If they give 10 new red nucleuses, then that's fair enough for the people who did like a bunch of multiples. Um, but yeah, I think 10 nucleuses will be fine. But then again, I don't know. I won't pull a Cobalt B. I might pull to Cobalt B right now is let's see. I like what 30 pulls left to Cobalt B. Yeah, 30 pulls. So yeah. So I probably won't pull for Cobalt B until maybe if they fix her and everything, then maybe I will pull for Cobalt B. But if not, then I guess I just skip her banner to get Lynn or Ruby. But then those are the characters I'm looking forward to. So it is what it is, Now Tower Fantasy screw up with this. It's kind of bad. I mean, the one with Nemesis was not really that. So basically, there was one with Nemesis where they screwed up and took away the banner down for like an hour. Actually, it was taken down before the end date of the banner. So it was brought back after an hour of it being offline. And they did compensate people for it, which is fine. But the thing is that I think that they need to organize themselves well enough to like just need to organize themselves for shit like this because if they're like doing like sending all this shit out like this right here, right before she got released without having to fix her before to actually release because she has been in the game for like a week now, but it wasn't pullable. It just became pullable yesterday. But now that she's pullable, you're gonna send this out. Like people, and then you got people testing her out a lot. You have people like you got like beta testers testing her out, like But then again, like if numbers are doing great, people are like the tests are gonna be like, okay, well, numbers is doing great. No need to like change anything, right? But now that they found a mistake, they want to like send this out a few hours after the release, and people who are getting Dark Crystal conversation, not even a good conversation at all. Like 500 Dark Crystals, um, it's not a lot. I think there should be more than that. Like um, there should be more than that for conversation, and they probably will give they will probably will give it to players who do not have Cobalt B because if they give it to people who has Cobalt B, that will be silly. Just like how it's silly that they would do. Let me show you this. Like they would try to like do a uh, look. I don't know what this conversation is, right? So I can't even claim because I'm not an iOS user. I play it on PC. So it's like saying why give it to everyone when it is not for everyone. So basically for what affects them, what affects us as what affects I mean it affects us as well. It affects people who are using um iOS who are using iPhones to play this game. So yeah, back then, but not everyone. So you should basically send it to people who have iOS. But then again, I don't think they can verify people who use iOS phones. Actually, there should be a. Actually, what am I saying? I'm giving them credit. There is a way to like find, to like figure out people who use Apple to sign in because the Apple IDs is what they use to play game. Yeah, that's how they could find people. They could just basically like highlight the people who has Apple ID as their using as their email or something, and then send it to them. Don't just send it to everyone. No one can claim this. What's this? I can't claim nothing. It's a blank shit, man. You can't claim nothing. But that's from my language, cussing. Whoever says this, I don't cuss too much. But anyway, yeah, that's about all I have to say about my ranting. Hopefully, everyone who doesn't have Cobalt B will get Cobalt B, will get the conversation, but I think conversation should be more than 500 instead. Like give it like a multiple. Okay, I mean that's better than nothing, right? But anyway, thanks again for sticking around to watch and hear me rant around this, which is basically like a rant because I'm just talking off my ass. Again, I apologize for the cussing. You know what? No, why am I apologizing? I'm a grown ass man. Yeah, that's about all I gotta say. With that being said, thanks for watching the video. See you later. Goodbye, au revoir, and good night, or good morning, or evening, whenever you watch this. So, see ya. Bye.